já...
Mě by zajímalo, jestli Bastl přejdou někdy na velký jacky.
My jsme vlastně, ten Eurorack je dobrý v tom, že a ty malý jacky jsou dobrý v tom, že to je jakoby hodně malý a skladný, že se s tím dá jezdit, že člověk nepotřebuje kamion, aby převezl velký synťák. A nevýhoda je, že se to blbě pečuje, když je člověk opilej. A nevím, no.
A tak ten output jsou velký jacky, no. V podstatě teďka to vypadá, že se dostaneme k podobnému typu synťáku, jak mají receivers, tak možná nás tak chytne, že na to přejdeme. To nevím. Zatím vlastně chcem to dělat jako skladný a převozný, přenosný. Přenosný, ne převozný.
Ale to, že budeme mít ten synťák, tak je vlastně jako důležitý, protože já jsem to trošku zmínil, my jsme začali tak, že jsme si dovezli z Berlína plakát, kde byly jako ty moduly. A na ten plakát jsme se tak dlouho dívali, až jako bylo jasný, že strašně potřebujeme, jako, že budeme mít ten jako synťák, kde budou ty velký jacky, jak je možné, že přijdeme na to, že to taky jako strašně nutně potřebujeme a celý to přiděláme do velkých. Ale těžko odhadovat takhle, protože vlastně nemáme moc plány ve smyslu jako na několik let, nebo máme nějakou jako vizi, máme pár takových jako představ hodně mlhavých, které jsou většinou jakože hrozně crazy. A je to vlastně směšný říkat, protože jsou jako fakt hodně divoký sny, ale vlastně je dobrý, že člověk se tak jako nechává vést tím, co zrovna jako ho baví, nebo co zrovna chce, nebo co dělá.
Budete robiť aj, aký problém vidíš vlastne s interfejsom? Teraz to začal tú otázku, lebo na jednej strane Eurorack je skvelý formát, že je dostupný, snad rieši množstva problémov, čo sa týka napájania. Máš možnosť kombinovať rôzne moduly od rôznych výrobcov. Na jednej strane, na druhej strane káble sú veľmi problematické pri hraní. Ako proste performatíva, ako nejaká performance. A Peter was talking about interfacing, so do you think it's the best interface of electronic instruments is Eurorack?
Not at all. No.
It's the best interface for like inventing your own instrument. Like if you want to build something that is really following your ideas and your passion, then you need to patch it like together. But as we are, like Peter was introducing this instrument, it's still kind of secret because we're gonna release it a bit later, like it's in a few months. And I think maybe we have also some like future plans which are more like related with the interface in general, about creating your own like instrument which you can kind of use as an instrument then.
There's a lot of challenging things you came across when you design Eurorack. Yeah. And from a designer's perspective it's not an ideal format at all, but it's great because a lot of people contribute. And it's doable, it's playable. Like you can really learn to play.
Yeah,
but there are compromises.
But that question really depends on what the ideal is trying to achieve. I mean, what the ideal interface for what exactly? Because this is presented us with a worldwide collaboration of innovative geniuses that I don't think any other interface has in such a short period of time. So it might not be the most well-suited interface for making like dance music in a live setting, which probably you would want to play like a drum machine or some sort of pad system. But for promoting collaboration on a wide scale, it's better than any interface I've ever seen. So it just sort of depends on what you're going for, I guess.
I think in a certain way the Eurorack, they started up the new small developers like time, like 3 years, 4 years ago. Just modular synthesizer became very fashionable. A lot of small developers could manage their dreams, this is quite an important thing about which was not before. Like I think this is kind of something new in the scene of electronic instruments. This accessibility to small, not DIY, but handmade music.
And that is related to some extent to the form factor, to the format. So that needs to be appreciated at the same time that maybe you could criticize it for other aspects.
And why you think it was Eurorack? Because why this format was winning, or what was the reason for success of this format?
It was kind of open it was easy to contribute, it was easy to design a thing for that format because all the specifications were out there. So a lot of designers chose that format, and since some early date of Eurorack it was, yeah, people have been using it. And it's convenient, it's good enough for a lot of stuff.
But there are always like different states of mind. I mean, like in general, like the global, like thinking of the artist. I think like it was popular, some kind of modern stuff, like in 70s.
Yeah.
But like the story of Eurorack is that Depfer was like standing with this stuff like on the messe every year, and nobody cared really. And he was selling like keyboards or like controllers. And then one year, like everybody was interested in this.
What
Like,
was this breakthrough? What do you think? What was it? Just
yeah, it was
something
just
in the
like
air?
came to the no. Like it's always something in the fashion. Like nobody is really like, I mean, like it's not so much in the fashion anymore to play with a laptop, right? But it was like a couple of years ago when like these Japanese like laptop dudes were traveling the world with the most like hype music, and at some point like like a couple of years ago it was in circuit bending, and then it just like came to the point that like people are like trying to experiment with something else. Like it was like plenty, like in general, I think that we need plenty of time to experiment with computers, because and then with the softwares, and then when software's developed and computers are kind of like, we know what to do with them, it's time to experiment with something else, and it gives you something and takes a lot, of course. But the restrictions, it's a magic word, I think.
Yeah. I think it was, sorry?
And physicality, I mean, it's a return to physicality that I think people were hungry for, as people were talking about how amazing these virtual interfaces that could do everything were. You know, I see it happen with like the iPod, where it got smaller and smaller until it was so small that you couldn't use it anymore, and they realized they'd kind of reached this boundary of realistic digital application. And I think this is sort of a result of some of that, is that, you know, yes, you can have 15 million oscillators in a synthesizer, but people want this level of physicality, so this is sort of a return to that.
Absolute haptic. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, and I think that maybe it's time for jam. No, guys? What do you think? Like, let's make some noise.
Jam. Alright.
Jestli někdo chce vyzkoušet hraní na ty nástroje spíš.